Well, hello, Stav here, and yeah, I'm going out to take a little walk on this beautiful January day here in London, and so I thought I'd share a little bit of that with you as I'm having my walk to clear my head. I've got my morning work done. I'm ready to enjoy the rest of my afternoon. And it's Tuesday here in London, so and I guess everywhere in the world. And it's one of my favorite days because Tuesday nights is when I rehearse with the Connection. So that's always great joy to join with my brothers and play music as we get ready for some upcoming gigs and festivals. Here's my allotment. I think I showed you that before, right by my house. And I may have showed you that we're right in central London here. So within about a minute's walk here, we'll be in lovely Regent's Park, which is sort of like the equivalent of Central Park in New York City, if you're familiar with that. And of course, you'll see that I'm surrounded by abundance. Abundant sun, fresh air. Most people, I guess, are at their jobs now, maybe just getting back from their lunch. And it's good to do some work every day. I've done mine. And now I'm free to take care of some other business. If I get a chance, I'll show you some of London for those that are unfamiliar. As I say, we're right in the middle of London, Buckingham Palace, and thank you. Where the Queen lives is just about a mile down the road that way. Oh, and now we're entering along into Regent's Park. And you'll see that these are all huge, fancy mansions that were built by the Prince Regent. That's why they call it Regent's Park. About 200 years ago. A lot of these houses now are homes to like diplomats, fund managers. Look, there's a Maserati behind me. Again, I'm just 1 minute from my house. There you'll see what we're coming up to. Lovely Regent's Park. And again, all this fantastic Nash architecture, named after the architect Nash. John Nash, who designed Buckingham Palace and this whole park. Supposedly, when the Prince Regent, that was the son of George III, who went mad, I guess. When he had this part designed, it was intended that, I guess, his mistresses would occupy several of these mansions surrounding the park, and he could go ride on his horses through the park and visit different ones on different days. I guess the Prince Regent was a bit of a playboy or a player, as they like to say today. So, yeah, whenever I come and take my walk, it's quite inspiring to me because I'm literally surrounded by abundance in every direction, not just in terms of man-made things and architecture and wealth. Like I said, these people live there now are like diplomats, fund managers, people like that. I guess steel and property and internet tycoons. And the abundance of nature and sunshine and fresh air. And, you know, for big cities, I'm quite interested in urban design, and I like big cities because there's so many people. And that's that many souls and brains and consciousness assembled in one place, concentrated in one place. So many different lives, dreams, ideas happening in one place. So, yes, I'm going to continue on with, you can just see behind me that big tower thing. I don't know if you can see it. That's called the BT Tower, which is, BT is British telecommunications. It's the phone company. It would be like AT&T in America. But quite an iconic building, and besides Mama and Dada, it's the first words my kids ever spoke. BT Tower, because they could always see it from their car seats when we were driving around. So I'm going to have a lovely little walk through the park here. In about 5 minutes I'm going to turn back on, because we'll be at that point walking along the canal and through the world famous Camden in London, which is home to alternative lifestyles, musicians, hippies, activists, and everyone from Darwin to Karl Marx to George Orwell to madness to Amy Winehouse. You name it. Camden's a very interesting place. So I'll check back with you in a little while. See ya. Right, so I've stopped here. It's just a 2 minutes walk up from where I left you, and haven't gotten to the canals yet. And I'm stopping because I'm going to sit and do a little 5-minute meditation, and just grab 5 minutes of med, and which is nice. I'm on what's called the Broad Walk, which is a broad walk that goes right through the middle of Regent's Park. There you can see behind me the big fancy Nash buildings. And if you hear lots of noises of birds or children or animals, that's because the London Zoo is right there behind me. Of course, it's very big, but that's part of the London Zoo, which is in Regent's Park. So part of what I love about this park and the concept of public spaces, which are for the good of all, public parks are in alignment with this idea of service to the greater good and to humanity and society at large, which I think is a very important concept. But I digress. And so I love to take a little walk here, come out, be around life and people, jogging, walking, having their conversations, their ideas, clearing their head, and to experience all the sensations that exist, all the sounds. To breathe in the fresh air. And to notice all the different sounds that make up this part of the world, this reflection of reality. Right now, ooh, is that a lion? Could Could be an elephant. So, if you haven't tried meditation, it's great. Can be really useful just to like relieve some of the anxiety and tension and hustle bustle of daily life that disconnects us from reality, from ourselves, from the facts that we are beings, human beings, not human doings. The value of our life isn't about what we do and how much we do. It's about our being. But at any rate, meditation, a lot of people are put off by it because they're like, oh, that's too hard, or you know, I have to sit in a lotus position and all of that. So I just want to tell you, if you haven't done it before, just try it for 30 seconds. Set the timer on your phone, you know, for 30 seconds or a minute. And just close your eyes. It doesn't matter where you are. You can be on a bus, you can be in a busy, crowded place. It doesn't matter at all. And people get hung up about, am I doing it right, in the right way, in the wrong way? There's no right way or wrong way. It's whatever makes your mind stop for just a second so that you are aware that there's more going on besides the voice in your head that's constantly saying, I need more money, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm too poor, I'm too stressed out, everyone hates me, I hate my boss, I hate my life, blah, blah, blah. All that. None of that's particularly real. They're just thoughts in your head. And so at any rate, all you have to do is, helps if you close your eyes and just breathe in and let the breath come out. And just do that for a minute or 2 minutes. And as you get better at it, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. When I say get better, I mean letting your thoughts leave your mind. A lot of people make this analogy that your mind is like the sky and your thoughts are like clouds. And yeah, of course thoughts come into your mind. That's what your mind does. So it's not like, ooh, I'm not doing it right, I'm not meditating right. If you have a thought, that's what your mind does. But let that thought come in and let it go out. It's just a thought, like a cloud passing by. Well, I just wanted to share that with you. And now I'm going to close my eyes and listen to all the sounds around me while I breathe in, and the footsteps and the little bits of conversation and the birds and the animals, the air currents moving, the faint rumble of the city in the background. And I'll see you in a few minutes in Camden. Bye. Right, so welcome back. I've just finished my meditation. I did 7 minutes this time, which was nice. I feel it's quite different, quite connected. So here I'm on the bridge. I've just walked out of Regent's Park behind me, and I'm on the little bridge that goes over the canal here. And you can see canal boats. These are called narrow boats behind me. And it's one of my dreams in my world of abundance to have a canal boat. I think they're really cool. It's just something I want to do, so I think I'll be able to fulfill that dream by this time next year, or shortly thereafter, and that will be fun. And the reason why, oh, there's lots of reasons, but you know, you can travel up and down all throughout the country, all through England, seeing beautiful countryside that are, and the canals are lined, you know, so stretches of beautiful landscape while you're puttering about at like 4 miles an hour, and see all that nature, and then pull over, and there's always a nice pub next to the canal, and you can dock your boat and have a nice lunch or a pint or something, and then continue your journey. And of course you can sleep and eat and cook on the boat. And so this is the Regent Canal, which leads to Camden, this branch of it. And I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And so I love to take this little walk when I'm going to Camden. I tend to walk through the park. And let me turn around this way so you can see just how beautiful it is. Of course, these beautiful mansions that are lining the canal. It's quite inspirational to dream. Not that I particularly need a mansion, but I appreciate how they look, and it would be nice to have one. Whilst I'm walking, this will just be a few minutes before we hit Camden proper. Little echo there. It'd be better if I was walking backwards so you could see all these boats and the ducks pottering along in the water. But I don't know about you, but I'm very interested in AI, artificial intelligence. And I don't really watch TV much anymore, but if I've been doing a lot or I just want to relax for, 15 minutes, I'll put YouTube on the telly and watch something about science or nature or technology, all things I'm very interested in. Look at these fantastic boats. Yeah, everything you need on top, stove, bicycle, wood for the wood burning furnace. Lots of these have their own plants and gardens and vegetables growing on the top. A lot of people that have these boats are very into like organic gardening and all that. And it's just sort of an off-grid lifestyle, These boats frequently have, I don't know if you can see it there, solar panels on the top to power them. This is a beautiful boat here. Let's take a look at this one. What a beauty. Quite long. Yeah, so I've been watching a lot of stuff about artificial intelligence and whether you're afraid of it, like lots of people are. I think it's the greatest threat to humanity, which is possible. But regardless, it's here, whether you realize it or not. It's already here in our lives and in our systems at work, traffic systems and all of that. And to be aware of this stuff is to be in the loop about how the world is changing so quickly that people don't even realize it, and they don't realize it because they're completely consumed by their jobs, and or if they're still watching the nightly news and TV, so it's just job and TV, and there's no time really to be actually aware of what's actually happening in the world that's actually going to affect our lives. But I'm fascinated by it, and I was watching just the other evening a presentation by one of the head development guys at Intel. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll go around this way. Yeah, cool. You all right? Ooh, someone's smoking some weed there. Right. Oh, I forgot my change. I must always come out with change. I forgot to. You all right, man? That guy's lovely. Yeah, I usually bring change for him. Graffiti. And again, I love this walk. What was I talking about? AI. Yeah. At the CES convention, I think in Vegas it is every year, which is the new technology show. And they were showcasing what's coming up in automated cars, yeah, which are absolutely coming, and will be here within either this year or within 2 years, which is going to be the most visible and impactful change of AI that we'll see immediately. But part of the whole thing with it is because for automated cars to work, they have to have cameras all around them so they can see where they're moving and where they're going, and sensors that sense not just distance, objects, air pressure, sound, everything that a normal driver would take in and more of the environment around them. And this is, as you can imagine, a tremendous amount of data that needs to be processed in real time, in motion, yeah, and in relation to all the other vehicles and cars and people and objects in the world around. So you can imagine how much data and information this is to process in real time. And what this actually is real-time, in motion mapping, actual mapping of reality that's around all these machines and the people that they're interacting with all the time in real time. It's mind-boggling, which is a record of the physical world and of history and of experience, and ultimately one form of consciousness and one form of reality of this planet in a recordable historical context. It's, well, it kind of boggles the mind. But so I just wanted to share that with you. I'm on a bridge. I'm just looking for the bridge. So we're coming in. Ooh, I don't want my camera to come off into the canal. Here it is, and we're coming to lovely, famous, historical Camden. Camden! And as I say, Camden is renowned and home to alternative thinkers, or some people would say freaks, hippies, punks. So yeah, there's the bridge, one of them, and this is world famous Camden Lock. Let's just go up on the bridge and take a look before we go through the lock.
Yeah, we're there. Yeah, we're in the middle.
Yes, I hear you. So, of course, this is a Tuesday afternoon when everyone else is at work, so it's not very crowded, but on weekends, this place is mobbed and packed, and very much like a festival, carnival atmosphere all the time, every weekend. I'm going to come over here so I don't disrupt people and hope my phone doesn't drop off. Well, you can sort of get a view there. So let's take a walk through the market, and then I'm gonna leave you guys to get on with your day. And I thank you for watching, and let me share some of my thoughts with you. And again, you guys, I'm not an expert at anything. I don't have it all figured out. I just am so happy that I took action to make myself free as possible, especially with time, but financially, so I'm not worried about all that other stuff, and I can just sort of like walk around and think and experience and do what I want. So I'm grateful for that, but it doesn't make me any better than anyone else, or smarter or anything at all. I'm just grateful for it. And I assure you that anyone can have anything they want and all the freedom that they want as soon as you wake up and decide, right, I can live the way I want to live. No one's stopping me. Okay, a lot more difficult, I guess, if you live in North Korea or someplace with a truly oppressive regime, but you know, if you're fortunate enough to live in what we call the free world, the choice is yours, my friend. Look at this big statue of this Inca warrior. Right. So that's it. I just wanted to share a bit of my world with you. That is absolutely abundant in terms of, you should smell what I'm smelling, all the different smells and sounds and sights and beautiful, beautiful people. All shapes, colors, sizes, children, old people, older people. Right, so I've come out of the market. I'm just heading down the high street, and yeah, and I'm gonna get some cash and pick up a little bit of food and finish my walk home. Hope you guys have an excellent day. If you like this, of course, and if you find any value or have any thoughts about what I've been talking about, please interact. Leave your comments, like it if you like it, share it if you want to share it, and I'll try to keep providing value for you and to help you in your awakening and journey to abundance. So this is Dove saying, what do they say when people are trying to be cool? Peace out, Dove out, whatever. See you guys later, bye. Right, you guys, I just realized it wouldn't be fair to bring you all the way to Camden and then turn off the camera when I'm walking down the high street, so that you can experience and see and hear if you're not from London or haven't been to England. Oops, no power mode, okay. What Camden High Street is like, even on a Tuesday afternoon. So I'm just gonna let you take it in a little bit. I just gotta make sure I don't get killed or run into anyone. You know, I used to, when I'd see people walking around with selfie sticks, and I'd think, what a bloody idiot, you know, don't people have better things to do than, you know, be like making videos of themselves all the time, but anyway, I'm trying to share something with you. And, you know, we judge people, but then sometimes our experience changes and we have empathy or understanding for those people that we used to judge. And just another thought, this is why I absolutely love cities, is, of course I love the country and nature as well, but because you can be as involved or as anonymous as you want. And just the variety of humanity to observe, and so colorful. Who's our war child? But anyway, I'm gonna split. See you later.